Okay, another day in the maze, my friends. I'm at another crazy turning point in my life. Why do I get myself into these circumstances? Like another moldy, contaminated house. Rats and mold seems to be the damn theme of my life the last fucking 7 years, 10 years, 20, yeah, fuck, most of my life. I lived in a condemned building with moldy walls, broken drywall, with my mom and my sisters back in 1990. All my mom could afford. But thinking back, pretty much every house I lived in, now looking back from a construction builder's perspective, after everything I've seen in construction and all the mold and rodents and the cognitive decline and digestive issues and mood swings and fights and arguments, and boy, my sister and I used to fight like crazy. And it seems that like it was all a product of a contaminated environment. So I've done a deep dive on all the symptoms and I've experienced it firsthand here as an adult. This shit's crazy. Almost like it's part of the setup. Like houses were built this way on purpose, like susceptible to rodent intrusion, AC ducts susceptible to tears and breaks, leading to condensation, which leads to mold. Seems like it's all a fucking setup. We've been set up to fail. Been set up to fucking fail. Crazy. Had to get on here and just speak my mind because nobody else seems to want to hear it in my life. So hopefully this helps somebody. Well, I trust it'll help somebody. I ain't fucking hopeful no more. Hope is hopeless. I'm just trying to get up enough inertia to get my ass up and do something. I feel lethargic as fuck. This Airstream I'm living in, it's got leaky windows, and I know there's mold in the fucking walls in this place too. In the house I'm using the bathroom in and shower, and I've been working in their attic. You can actually see mold on the roof rafters inside the attic. My body just feels wrecked. Fucking wrecked. Foggy head, tired as fuck. Can't sleep enough. Fuck. It's crazy. Like, how do you organize an escape when your head's foggy and your body's fatigued and it's hard to think clearly? Yeah, man. I wonder why life's been so hard. All right, now that I, know there's an option. I know there's options. There's always a way. There's always a way. Now I got to reach out to a couple customers who I've been putting off. And it's just all kind of clicking, right? Like I could probably stop blaming myself, even though it is my responsibility to take action for my circumstances. But I can see now how easy it is to make poor decisions when your body is basically under attack by mold toxins, environmental toxins. God knows what's in the food. God knows what's in the air. What's in the water. Actually, at this point, more than God knows, we know what's in the fucking water. We know what's in the air. We know what's in the food. Some of us do. And you know what? It's our responsibility to let you know, in case you don't. First, it's going to make you mad. Then it's going to make you sad. Then it's going to motivate you to do something about it. Then you're going to hit a brick wall. Then you're going to get mad and you're going to get sad again. Because those parasitic forces have infiltrated most everybody. You start going against that shit, you're going to feel like the whole world's against you. But you know what? It's going to make you stronger. It's going to cause you to be more sovereign, self-sufficient, independent, wise. Those late nights, deep dives, research, understanding our environment, our circumstances, society, the controllers, all the mechanisms that have been manipulating your life, your whole entire fucking life. There's always a way. There's always a way. There's many people who are living great, who rose up out. And we got to unite. We are uniting in mind and spirit, and then eventually in the physical. I think most of us who know the truth are dispersed and put in these other environments away from each other so we can help raise the consciousness of those ignorant others around us. I mean, no shame or blame or condemnation or value difference whatsoever. Just stating the facts. Most people are ignorant. I was ignorant for a long time, even though deep down I always knew I was living a lie. It was easier to just go along with it. It was easier to just not ruffle any feathers, don't stir the pot, don't want to anger the vampires, you know. Got to focus on eating good. Eventually stop this vaping. Ugh. Crazy. So easy to do these types of stimulants when you feel so fucking depleted. I used to always ask myself, why do I crave sugar so much? Why do I love caffeine so much? Why did I drink so much alcohol? Why do I drink a half gallon of kratom a day and 800 milligrams of caffeine? Well, because your body's depleted and you constantly feel like shit, and anything you can do to help yourself get a little bit of uppity and go, you're going to do it. So don't blame yourself, man. Talking at me, and I guess whoever else this relates to. It's quite the shit show out here, though. I mean, if you know, you know. Rising up and getting up out of it's the only thing we can do. Like I keep telling myself, the longer I sit here, the worse it's going to get. Just sitting here, dwelling in a contaminated environment. Like, what do I do next? What do I do next? I know I got to do something. What do I got to do next? Step up, get the fuck out, do something. It's like the analogy I use with the staircase. You're climbing a staircase and you can't see the next step until you lift your foot and take the step and put all your inertia forward. And then once you go to set your foot down, the step will appear. The opposite of a vanishing staircase. It's like an appearing staircase. The path appears as you walk down it. Like the analogy of driving down a dark road. Your headlights only can see 20 feet, 50 feet ahead. But as you go, it reveals the path as you go. It's like that. Yeah, it's like that. Stay in a positive state, but don't be toxic positivity or bypassing your circumstances. Circumstances don't fucking matter. Your state of being is really all that matters. But you do have to work with the circumstances. You can't just bypass and say, oh, everything's fine. I'm just going to sit here and rock. No, you got to take action. But stay in a positive state as you take action. Smile as you slay the vampires. Fuck yeah. Make a plan. A plan is to succeed, to continue to succeed. Things just get better and better. Even as they appear to get worse and worse, it's actually getting better. There's always gold in the lead. Alchemize it instead of dwelling on the fact that you're just sitting here with a chunk of lead. There's always a silver lining, my friends. There's always gold in the lead. Microphone's still on. Yeah, okay. Fucker shut off on me the other day. 20 minutes of content gone because I'm sitting there. It's all right. It just makes me better. Just makes me better. Man, I know it's the mold toxicity in this place because I was in a pretty good state before moving in here. I was just, the place I was staying wasn't bad, but it was full of termites and the guy wanted a lot of money and I just couldn't see myself staying in that. It just didn't feel right. And I had another opportunity to stay somewhere else for about the same amount of money, but you know, I let fucking fear. I let the fear of the doubt that I could sustain $1,600 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. So I took this Airstream for $600. Airstream in a backyard, and here I am in a moldy environment. Probably should have took the apartment and just stayed on my grind. Nice, clean, freshly remodeled place, brand new AC. Would have been smart. But I tell myself, I think like these people would never have really found the problem had I not been in here changing light bulbs. Looking at their AC vents going, man, you got mold up in that shit. They've been living with it for, 20 years with the mold for sure, because the AC ducts were installed improperly and there was condensation backed up in the system. So that's been causing mold pretty much since year one. 2026 now, they bought the house in 2007, had the AC put in that year. So, and it's been a few years since they blocked off all the entrances and did rodent remediation, and those rodents wreaked havoc on those AC ducts. But naturally, when the AC ducts are condensating and leaking, it leaves moisture for the rodents. They go where the water is, you know? It's like humans. That's why we all live on the coast. We go where the water is. Or the springs. That's how we know there was water over in all those canyons and caves. And you think humans lived out in the mountains and the caves and the rocks if there wasn't water nearby? That was definitely all water at one time. Ah, God, it feels like more gellins. Sometimes they amplify and start making me really fucking itchy, and it's happening right now. Feel it on my eye. Ah, yeah, quite the challenge. Quite the challenge. Have to remember it's all happening for me. There's always a silver lining. I can always benefit from my circumstances, no matter how bad they seem to be. I've definitely learned a whole lot about myself and the world in these last few years with these nano fibers coming out of my body. Like, thank you. Thanks for the parasites. Thanks for the rodent infestations and the mold toxifications. If I had it all easy and cake, I would have never learned any of this stuff. Maybe that's why they say good times make for soft men, and soft men make for hard times, and hard times make for strong men, wise men, and wise men make for good times. So, what is it right there in the good times? We have to be sure to stay strong in the good times. Don't get too complacent and comfortable. Comfort. Comfort is what kills, isn't it? That's the key. Stay uncomfortable and be comfortable with discomfort. I mean, I do got a decent view out there. Beautiful oak tree, somebody's garage. I guess you can see that out right there. My slew of spices, as within, so without. You are a product of your environment, right? But you're also the creator of your environment. Like attracts like. So you brought your circumstances upon yourself. And then you become subject to those circumstances so you can understand yourself more so. The way I've come to understand it is your external world is a reflection of your inner state of being. What you believe, what you feel, what you know or don't know is reflected in your outer world in order for you to understand what is outside of your conscious awareness about yourself. All right, I'm already at, this is my second fit aid for the day. Zero sugar, but 200 milligrams of caffeine, half gallon of kratom, rock and roll. Let's get this show on the road. The road. So good. But that's probably where a lot of my money's going. Imagine if I add up the $25 I spent on a half gallon of kratom. These are 2 for $5, or right around $3 a piece for a day. You know, that's at least $10 to $12. We could say $12 with tax. plus 25, $37. I as well call it 40. Is that right? 25, 35, yeah, $40 a day. So what's $40 a day times even 30, right? That's a lot. What was that? 40. I don't even know how to do math. What's 4 times 3? I guess that would help. 3, 6, 9, 12. So it's at 120. That don't make sense. $40 a day. I mean, let's go 40, 80, 40, 80, 160, 200, 240, 280. So I can do 280 times 4, right? That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 960, 760 plus 60, 820. Is that right? $820 a month, if my discombobulated math is right. Wow, that's a lot of money. All that just to get motivated to go do whatever the fuck I do. Damn, son. I guess now that I fucking said it and counted it and look at it, uh, fuck. No bueno. No bueno. I can do a lot with that extra $820 a month. Damn. More than I pay to rent this little fucking RV. $600 a month. So it's, that's just with the, take the $600 I spend on the RV rent and then $820. If I quit kratom and caffeine, I could afford $1,400 a month. Barely work the way I'm working. So I do make pretty good money. I mean, when I work for myself. I charge $55 an hour. Some customers a little less because they've been with me a long time. But that rate's actually going up because everything else is going up. And I really need to have a house so I can have a room for my daughter. And ideally, a room for my mother and my sister. Both sisters, really. Well, Dawn probably is good in Jacksonville because that's where her son and daughter live. But at least Shannon, my mom, my daughter, myself. Essentially, I need a 5-bedroom, 4-bath house or 5-bath house with a garage. Right here in St. Peter Gulfport. So my daughter can be close to her mom and her mom's mom, her grandparents. And a house of that size in this area without being in the ghetto, which there ain't really no ghetto here. It's just a little hood. But that's, I'm without looking at the real estate market, I'm thinking that's about 3 to 5 grand. 5-bedroom house with a garage. So, and then in order to sustain $5,000 a month, my monthly income must be 3 times that. So $15,000 a month. And that's what, 3, 6, 9, 12. That's like 3,500, give or take a week, right? 3, 6, 9, 12,000. If I do 3,500, that's 14,000. So yeah, $3,700 a month or a week. $3,700 a week income required to sustain a house at $5,000 a month. Just in order to have money for food, auto repairs, buy tools, and take care of the kid, and clothes, and maintenance, and blah, blah, blah. You should always have at least 3 times your rent in income. And my mom's on Social Security and she shouldn't even be trying to work. She just fell and broke her fucking back. She's been out of work for probably a month now. I don't even know if she's back because we don't talk. I don't really talk to any of them because they're all kind of, well, they're not helpful for my growth. Let me just say that without condemning them or anything. It's my responsibility to step it up and make this happen. Let Source guide me to make this happen. Let this happen. Receiving the path I am. Receiving the path I am. Thank you. We've got this shit, man. Trust. Know. Embrace the chaos. It's all happening for you. Always look at how you can benefit from your circumstances. That's what matters about your circumstances. Not that they're happening, it's what you do with them, what you do about your circumstances. Well, I do feel more motivated. I'm going to get my work clothes on, boots, and go take the next right step. Thanks for listening, anybody. One love.